sailboat in the moonlight and June. Wouldn't that be heaven? Oh, heaven just for two. A soft breeze on a June night and June. What a perfect setting for letting dreams come true.
Nope, I'm going to go like this. This quickly.
Ooh, hun.
We're going to have to get to this side, okay? Get ready to push us off.
We're good this way.
Well, we haven't put a video out in about 3 weeks, but we've been busy with other things, including actually doing some sailing. This is the middle of August here on Lake Ontario, and we're about to round a piece of land they call the Rock. It's a big limestone cliff that rises out about 100 feet off the water, just at the end of Prince Edward County. So wind over sailing beautifully. Here's what's been going on. Well, the astute among you will notice we're back in the marina. We did get out for a sail just for a couple days, and I didn't film a lot of that. I will say that we had a good time and the boat sailed beautifully, but along the way we ran into some difficulties, and it has to do with this device right here. You might notice that the cable is loose. Yes, indeed. We've broken the pennant on our centerboard, which means that we've had to tie up the centerboard using lines that go around the circumference of the boat and the primary winches. So we've pulled the centerboard up, and tomorrow I've got a diver coming. He's going to join me here, and he's going to dive underneath. I'm going to let the centerboard back down again by loosening off those lines, and then hopefully he'll see a little tag of stainless steel cable like this hanging out the bottom of the boat that he'd be able to pull down. The cable will be up about 2 feet inside of a pocket that the centerboard rides in, and our hope is that there's just a few inches still hanging out. I'll feed some extra down to him. He can put a new clamp on down below underwater, and hopefully we'll be back on our way again, but I gotta say I'm not very hopeful. So Sorry we didn't film more. In the midst of a crisis, the last bloody thing you want to do is pull a camera out, but anyway, so be it. So we'll take you along for this journey as we try and repair this centerboard and maybe actually get some sailing in this summer. It's the last day of August tomorrow, so that gives you some idea of how little we've been able to do. The combination of working and working on the boat has made it a little difficult for us to get out again this year, so this will be the second season of limited sailing opportunities. So let's dig into this guy now and see if we can't get that cable slid back down again. You might not be able to see this on camera, but there's a blue mark on the line right here. And that is, usually I would be able to crank the cable up to the end of the blue mark. So if it's perfectly tight, this mark is still showing. So I've basically pulled out the cable about 2 inches too far. And it's so little, you'd think it would hardly matter, but I have a sick feeling in my stomach that I pulled it out too far. Just that little bit is enough to get it stuck in the hole that's down below. So anyway, I'm going to pull this mechanism off. This is the first sheave in a series. There's 3 90-degree turns with sheaves in each one, and so I've got to be able to push the cable down, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and 90 degrees again to get three drops if I were to push in a new cable. So the best thing is that I keep this one going all the way through, even if I were to use it only to have a messenger line in there to pull down a new cable. So anyway, let's see how we make out. Well, as you can see, she's got a couple of lines around her belly right now, and they're holding the whole centerboard up. So Martin is preparing himself now. He's checking things out, just getting into the water. But essentially we're looking at this situation here, where the centerboard has got about 3 feet underneath it, and we need to put the pennant on it and draw it back up again. So let's see how we make out.
Okay, so just Chris, I'm not going to stay down long.
Yeah?
So if an hour goes by, send debit or something. Okay, so expect me down for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Martin, if there's ever an issue, knock on the hull.
I'll bang on with my flashlight.
Yeah, okay. And I'll dive in and rescue you, brother. I got all the gear. Well, the odds aren't very good that he's going to be able to do anything, but he's going to reach up there and see if he can feel the centerboard. Sorry, he's going to reach up there and see if he can feel the pennant. I, on the other hand, am going to see if I can push that through. Okay.
We are like 1 foot too
Above?
high. So the clip,
Yeah?
the cable is broken
Yeah?
above the crimp.
Oh yeah?
So it's there, but
How much cable's hanging on the
nothing.
board?
It's right at the crimp.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's really close, and I can't get my arm in high enough. I'll try one more time to reach, but I don't think I can go high enough.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's fine. Let's just...
Because it's so the crimp is inside the housing. It's not laying flat right now.
Okay.
So I don't know if we want to try and pull it up and, like you said, kick it out.
Kick what out?
Kick the stern out and see if we can drop that keel a little more. But
Yeah.
I think what I should try first is see if I can actually feel the top of the housing.
I tried to push down now that the board is out of the way.
Yeah.
And the cable's stuck. So I'm pretty sure that the cable has been sucked in past the first roller,
Okay. Let me.
which means I need a new cable, and it's got to be a surgical install. So
Let me just see if I can get my hand
okay,
in there. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'll try that one more time.
Do you think we could slide it sideways without damaging that keel? Is it? It's going to stir up a lot of mud, though, isn't it?
We'd have to lift the keel and pull it out.
Yeah.
There's no visibility in this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. None. None.
Oh, it's not too early.
So I'm sorry. What are you doing now?
I'm just going to see if we can actually get my hand into the top of the housing.
Yeah.
One more time. I couldn't do it, but I'll try one more time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I won't move the boat around too much.
Even in the furthest aft of the casing,
Yeah.
I can't even get my arm all the way up.
Oh yeah.
It's really deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if we swing the stern out and try and drop it down, I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
But if you reach up, what I'm saying is that I think the cable
It's hanging down a bit.
is not hanging down a bit. I don't think it's.
That's what I'm thinking. Is that
I've sucked it right in.
I don't know that. So, if you want to try and see if we drop it down more, but like
Well,
you said,
I've got to raise it up to move it sideways.
that's what I mean.
And then-
I'm
and then
able
drop
to reach. I reached in pretty deep over where the cable is.
Yeah.
I can feel nothing there.
Yeah. Did you feel the slot for it?
No, I can't touch the top of the housing.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. Like I'm really in as far as I can go.
Well then, you know what, Martin?
I think it's deeper than we think.
We're done. We're done. Yeah. Well, that settles it then. We're going to be heading out to get her hauled out. It also means that we can lower then the centerboard all the way down and have a look up inside to see if by any chance we can reach what's left of the pennant. Apparently it broke above the centerboard, so above the crimp. So anyway, it's going to cost some money. We've been forced to come here to Loyalist Cove Marina, where we're going to lift her out and hopefully replace that pennant, or at least repair it temporarily to get us back home again. So the boat's getting lifted out now, and away we go. She broke. Wow. So it didn't actually break behind the fitting,
No.
which really surprises me.
Yeah.
Huh. Can we get up any higher? So that's the hole. That's the hole there that it comes down through. It looks like it's got a little cut in it, like it's been running at an angle. But the cable is visible. It's just that I can't seem to get any tools up there, so we're going to try a hook. See if we can do that. So here's the prognosis. It looks like the cable snapped above the compression fitting. So the cable is somewhat shorter than it needs to be now. And all I can see up top is sort of the frayed ends, but they're straight. So I need somebody to push down on the cable from the top, and then I've got a hook that I can sort of direct those little frayed ends to come down through the hole, and hopefully we can get that working. So let's try that. Well, I guess that's kind of the end of the story for this year. This is what broke. Let's see where I've cut it. It broke off right here. So it actually snapped the strands. And looking inside, I see that the sheaves that the cable runs on are not in good condition. So I think we're going to do some major surgery this year. They've got some tradesmen that can do the work for us. And Windover is going to get put to bed on September the 7th. That's what, about 3 months of sailing we've had in 3 years. So anyway, there she sits.
There'll be no party on board tonight.